Hello, football fans, and welcome to the picks for Week 4. Starting off is the Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers got upset last week by the Vikings. Thinking last week, I wasn't able to do it last week. A lot of crap too. So, basically, 49ers last week got upset by the Vikings. The Vikings did play pretty well because Chris Ponder, managed to run around and keep that play alive from the San Francisco defense. Jets, Sanchez isn't as agile as Chris Ponder is, so he might not be able to keep it alive as much. In that case, which the defense of the 49ers will end up probably stopping Jets cold. And then Revis, the cornerback for Jets, he's out for the season, so that'll probably be a weak part for the defense. So I'm going to go with the 49ers on this one. Okay, up next is the Bills versus the Patriots. Patriots 1-2. I believe it's because the offensive line is weak with the Patriots. Plus their tight end, Mike Gronkowski, I believe his name is, will not be participating in this. He's questionable, so even if he does, he might not be as effective. Bills, it took a while, but I think their expensive defense is finally starting to pay off. And it looks like they'll get Fred Jackson and Spiller back this week. So I'm just going to take the Bills in an upset, but it'll be really close. Speaking of Ponder, our next matchup is the Vikings and the Lions. Ponder played excellent against a game San Francisco defense last week. Lions defense, well, 41 points isn't exactly good defense. They did keep up with the Titans, though, in offense. I think this might be precisely an offensive game this time. So, though I believe Ponder might be able to pull it out in the end over the Lions. In the upset, I'm going to pick the Vikings over the Lions. Next matchup, an NFC South. Matchup in the NFC South, the Panthers and the Falcons. Falcons, Matt Ryan, excellent playing like top fantasy points in the ESPN rankings, and I'm sure on Yahoo and NFL as well. Panthers, Cam Newton has been having a hard time trying to get his offense going. It's only his second year, so he's still learning. I believe that the veteran offense of the Atlanta Falcons will defeat the defense of the Panthers, and I believe this one will go to the Falcons. Next game, Tennessee and Houston. Tennessee racked up a lot of points last week against the Lions. Texans aren't exactly a Lions defense. They're better. And the Texans have a lot of weapons on their team. And Matt Schaub, he took that disastrous hit last week. He's going to be playing this week, so I'm going to give this one to the Texans. Just their offense is more dominant. Next matchup, NFC West. The Seahawks managed to, and some people probably in Wisconsin say, screw a win last week because of the replacement refs, facing the Rams. Seahawks, whether you think of them or you're pissed off them because they got a win last week, they do have a pretty good defense. They managed to hold Aaron Rodgers to only 12 points in that game. So, holding back that off is very good. Rams, they might be getting Steven Jackson back this week, but they have a game on Thursday, so who knows how much they'll play Steven Jackson. So, I believe the Seahawks will have an edge with the offense and defense sides, and I believe the Seahawks will come out on top on this AFC West matchup. This matchup at the end of the season seemed like a crappy one, but it ends up becoming pretty good. Well, one of the teams are. The Arizona Cardinals and the Dolphins. Cardinals, a great surprise. Their defense has really improved. They have that Peterson guy that is on there who's what some people call the top cornerback in this league, other than Darrell Revis, while he's injured now. Dolphins have been more impressive. They nearly beat the Jets last week. Just their kicker is just not that good. So I believe that Cardinals with either Sutton or Cobb will be able to pull this off and defeat the Dolphins pretty handily. Next matchup, AFC West. 2-1 Chargers versus the 1-2 Chiefs. Chargers are the only 2-1 team in the AFC West. They currently on top of the AFC West. Chiefs managed to pull a win against the disappointment called the New Orleans Saints. After being down 24-6, they managed to come back, win 27-24. Very impressive. And though Chargers, they got beat down last week, but then that's a really good offense by Matt Ryan. And plus Phil Rivers, he's still pretty good. They still have some weapons left. And I think they'll be able to edge this one out on the Chiefs, but it will not be easy. So I'm going to pick Chargers. Speaking of failures, we have the New Orleans Saints versus the Green Bay Packers. Packers 1-2, probably should be 2-1 because of that Monday Night Football screw up, and Saints 0-3. What the heck is happening with them? Probably because of their coach. The coach out for a year, and his wife left them, so obviously that's got to be bad. And the linemen aren't getting paid like extra couple $100,000 for knocking out the offense. And Aaron Rodgers, excellent quarterback. Saints defense not really that good at all. I see Rodgers having a field day, and I believe the Packers are going to come out on top. Another AFC West matchup, Broncos and the Raiders. Peyton Manning doesn't have the arm that he used to. He's still recovering from that neck surgery. He's still sort of in his rehab mode. He's still trying to get that arm better, and he is still not used to the Broncos offense yet. It's different than when he was with the Colts. The Raiders able to pull off an upset win last week against the Steelers, a very game Steelers, and Roethlisberger did excellent in that game. And Raiders able to come back with the offense as well, pulling out a slim they managed to barely win and drove that game to overtime, and to pick that up, get 3 points to win. So I think the momentum's with the Raiders, and I believe you're going to pull an upset on the Broncos, but it will definitely not. It'll probably be really close. Next matchup pits the team with one of the best young wide receivers, A.J. Green, and the Bengals versus one of the best rushers, Maurice Jones-Drew, and the Jaguars. Well, Andy Dalton and his offense are looking really good. I believe Dalton could be the future of the Bengals. Jags, they look sort of like a scraggly offense. They'll fight hard, but they might not always get the job done. So I'm picking the Bengals. Up next, the Bucks and the Redskins. RG3 looked impressive the first week, though after that, not as impressive. He's still trying to do as hard as he can, but Pierre Garçon is a game-time decision. Bucks defense looked excellent last week. Their offense just couldn't get anything going, though I believe that they got it together and they will be able to do it. So I'm going to pick the Bucks over the Redskins in a close one. Sunday night game, our rivalry goes back through ages. The Giants and the Eagles. Vic, stop turning the ball over. You can't win games like that. And Giants defense caused turnovers, so Giants, I'm going to pick. And the last game is the Cowboys and the Bears.